Greetings, Commanders, and welcome back to the Deep Space Carrier series here in Elite Dangerous. We are continuing our journey out to Colonia, which is our first destination that we plan on bringing our fleet carrier to. Seemed like a kind of easy destination as a maiden voyage for a first-time carrier owner, which is what I am. We did our first live stream carrier reposition last week, and as of the publishing of this video, I do believe that today is the day that... So this will publish, and then we'll have a carrier reposition live stream. I think. I don't know. I have a hard time remembering where everything goes. Anyways, let's go ahead and get back into jumping into... We're on our way back to the fleet carrier right now. Before I get too far into the video, though, I always have to try to remind myself to do this. But we are trying to reach the next major milestone of the channel of 10,000 subscribers, so be sure to click the subscribe button, help us to reach that. Click the like video to help it spread the... video out to more people so that they have a chance to subscribe and help the channel grow as well. And then when you are done watching this video, be sure to head over to the channel. We have more than 1,500 very different video game videos out available over there, organized into nice, neat little playlists to make it easier for you to find whatever it is that you're looking for. So head over to the channel, check out all the videos that are there. You're sure to find something that catches your interest. So that's it for that. Like I was saying, I chose Colonia as our first destination because it's a major route and it provides us a little bit of wiggle room in case things go sideways for whatever reason. We'll have access to stations and things like that, and it'll kind of get us into the groove of moving the fleet carrier, keeping the fleet carrier fueled up, running around selling things on the fleet carrier, or selling data on the fleet carrier anyway, and getting used to not having just our one ship to pay attention to. Now we have this big massive thing that we're... Oops, what's that? Biological 2. Honestly, we're early enough in the video that I'm not going to worry about that. It's just going to be Fonticula, and if you watch the last episode, it's pretty much going to be the same thing we just found, and there's no point in going to do that. I really want to get back to the fleet carrier by the end of this episode, so we're really going to be focused on getting these last 10 jumps in before we get to the end of it. I mean, if we find something super awesome, cool, and then I'll finish getting back to the fleet carrier on my own time. I'm going to keep saying this until we're well into the series, so that I've established the reason why we're doing this. But my philosophy on getting back to the fleet carriers is I want to be on the fleet carrier by the time we move it, because the idea is that we're doing a weekly live stream where everybody can come and hang out as we're doing the carrier reposition. So the point is for us to kind of hang out together, and can't really do that if I'm not on the fleet carrier as we're moving it. So that's why we're doing that. I realize you can just call the carrier to a position where you are, or move it wherever you feel like from wherever you are, because there's obviously the carrier management window available right there. But it's just a conscious choice that we're making right now because that's just the way I want to do it. There's nothing in this system. Why are we only jumping 12 light years? An interesting choice, but okay. Not sure why we're doing a little 12 light year jump in a ship that is capable of 64 or 65 light years, but whatever. Not really sure about that. Yeah, hopefully, like, the purpose of this journey, just like every other journey that we've done, is just, see if we can find cool, interesting-looking things. I mostly just like feeling like I'm hanging out in space and feeling like I'm hanging out in a futuristic spaceship. So now that we have the fleet carrier that we can occasionally walk around on and feel like we're, enjoying being out in space and being out in the deep space and exploring things and hopefully finding cool stuff, that's kind of my... That's kind of why I play this game. Finding cool things is a bonus, but mostly I just enjoy. I really like space. Like if I could go out into space in real life on a regular basis and make it like my job, that would be the career I would be in right now if that was an option. But for various reasons, mostly my lack of ambition, but for various other reasons, hold on a second. Let me look at the filters on my microphone. I do have a limiter on here, so I don't know why it's peaking. It's not supposed to. Oh, because my gain. Oh, okay. So somebody did mention that my microphone has been making a lot of weird things, and I think it's because I have the limiter after my gain. So let's see if that fixes that. Ah, la 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 la, ha la la. Okay, now it's limiting. Okay, sorry about that. stupid little details like that can really affect the overall quality of things that you're doing. And now that I fixed that, hopefully you won't hear any more popping sounds coming from the microphone. Because I've been messing around with my microphone settings to try to get a more natural sound, and because a lot of the effects, a lot of the filters that you can put on, a lot of the software filters that you can put on your microphone help out with things like distortion and things like that. But they also remove some of the resonance and the natural sounding quality to your voice. You know, I guess it's a trade-off that you kind of have to make. And so I was playing around trying to see if I could add or remove filters that would make my voice sound a little bit more natural and take away some of the mechanical quality that the filters tend to add to it. But when I put them back, I guess I didn't put them back in the right order, and the limiter that I have that prevents the input from going past and making it distort and like going past the peak was after the gain. So it would do the limit before, and then the gain that I have to increase the volume was after that, and there was no limit put in place on that because the limiter is supposed to be the last thing you have. So. Oops. Hopefully you won't get, I mean, I've already recorded, this is my 4th video for today, recording for the weekend, so unfortunately several of my videos are going to have issues, but you don't notice things until you notice them. Nothing I can do about it now. So whatever. So let's go down this way. Oh, how many bodies? 12? Let's go down this way so we can get under the plane of the system here and hopefully not have anything in the way. So we have some high metal content worlds. How awesome would it be if we found some stratum tectonicus? I would be tickled pink. Biology. No. No, we're not finding any. And that's it for the high metal content bodies. So, oh well. For anything outside of a high metal content world, like I really want to find, you know, three or more different biological sources, because especially on icy worlds, it's just gonna be space mushrooms. But then again, I don't know. I'm being a little bit. I'm being a little presumptive that we made enough money to pay for our weekly maintenance with what we've done. But I don't know. We'll have to see how much money we actually made, and if we didn't make enough to pay our bill this week from the exploration from the exobiology that we've done and the stellar cartography that we've done, then we may have to adjust our strategy a little bit. But as long as I'm mostly just concerned, we're not going to be buying anything for a while. So I'm mostly just concerned, and we had a half a billion credits sitting in the carrier bank account. So money at this point isn't really a thing for me, because there isn't really anything expensive, any other expensive things that I want to buy. And just having billions and billions of credits sitting in my bank account that's not doing anything, I don't care. If your money's not doing anything for you, then having it is kind of pointless. Money in and of itself is not a valuable resource. It's only valuable if it's actually doing something. So that takes care of that, and these are just going to be icy bodies. So let's see, we got this, and then we got these here, and that there. Mostly just scanning this stuff because I'm gonna get some. A little bit more money out of it for a relatively little time investment, and we're already most of the way back. So most of the way back to the fleet carrier. So I'm not in any massive rush. So we can take a little bit of time and do some extra scanning just to, you know, pad the bank account a little bit. I'm still, like I said, I'm still not 100% sure that we've made enough money from our exobiology and stuff to pay the 31 million weekly balance that we're going to have to pay to keep the fleet carrier going. So we'll see. It's another reason why I chose a relatively safe destination for our first trip, because you know, one less thing to stress about is having options. You know what I mean? Like just having the option to you know, go to a station and take care of some things that I might need to take care of. Just is one less stressor that's making things difficult for me. I don't like to be stressed out if I don't have to be. All right, let's scan this system. So we got a few, it looks like, high metal content worlds. That's good. But of course, I did not get around the star enough. Single biology is almost certainly going to be bacteria. But it could be stratum. So I think what we'll do is, as much as I don't want to, we'll go scan those planets, and if they end up being stratum, then because it's not really going to take us that long to go have a look from a probe perspective. I think there's another, yeah, there's another one over there by the sun. So, crap, I wasn't paying attention. Let's see, I think this one, did this one have biology on it? So let's go ahead over to this guy. We'll scan it. We'll scan the ones that we can see. If they have biology, then if they have bacteria, then they have bacteria. Maybe we'll get lucky, and it will have. Maybe we'll get lucky, and it will have the stratum that we want. That would be pretty sweet. At the very least, it's 19 million credits that we can grab, and if we happen to get first footfall. Actually, do any of these... I should probably check. It should tell me if it has first footfall, right? I don't remember where you would find that, though. Yeah, I don't even remember where you would find that, so... that's fine. So we'll do the probes for this, then we'll hop back into the FSS to get that last planet, because hopefully repositioning over here will have uncovered it. So we got 6 probes for this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really need more probes for this. 6. By default, it should have 6 probes available. That way, the only time you have to stop and wait for probes to reload is when you have like a really, really big planet.
Scanned by 50%.
So bacteria, that's what I was expecting. Let's hop back into the FSS and find that last body, hopefully. There it is. High metal content with nothing on it. So now we need to head over to this guy, right? Yep. And that's going to be the last one because it's the only landable planet with an atmosphere that's left. 163 light seconds away.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
16C. Too fast. I knew I was going to do that. Flip ourselves around, get ourselves scanning on this one, and it's probably going to be bacteria. And this is the reason why I generally don't bother, because this is almost certainly going to be bacteria. I mean, obviously there's a chance that it could be stratum, but realistically, if you're looking at the numbers, it's almost certainly going to be bacteria. Like, if I was going to bet, and clearly we're betting because we're taking the time to go do this, but if I was going to bet, you know, $100,000 on whether this was going to be bacteria or something else, that's a bet. Like, if I was going to win $100,000 saying it was going to be bacteria, I'd actually make that bet, and I'm not a gambler because almost certainly it's going to be bacteria. It's just a numbers game. What can you do? Now, I say this partially because I want the game to make me put my foot in my mouth, because either way we win. Either I'm right or we make a lot of money. It's like a no-lose scenario for me if I assume the worst, and then then I'm either right or I make a lot of money. But it's going to be bacteria. It's going to be bacteria. It just is. There it is. All right. So, just as we expected. Let's move on to the next one. We only have 4 more jumps left to go before we head back to the fleet before we get back to the fleet carrier, and we're ready to do our reposition. Which I do believe, based on the schedule of how I'm scheduling these videos, this video will publish at 4 o'clock on Sunday, and then we will do our carrier reposition at 6 o'clock. So a couple hours later. So the video schedule kind of works out so that Ideally, the last video that we do will have us landing on the carrier, and then shortly after that, you guys will be able to watch the live stream. Helps to actually do the discovery scanner. Yeah. Yet another thing I don't think we should have to do. It should just, we pop into a system and the scan, it just automatically does the scan for you. There's not enough automation in this game, in my opinion.
System scan complete.
Like, I know they want you to, I know that the philosophy is that they want you to interact with the ship, but it's like, there's a lot of things that should just be automated processes. When I hop into a system, my scanner should automatically go to work scanning to see what's there. It should automatically, I shouldn't have to full spectrum system scan. The scanner, the automated scanning should pull up a list of systems and give me everything that the full spectrum system scanner gives me automatically. I shouldn't have to do that. The only time investment I should have to do is if I want to go take a closer look at something. That's the only extra time investment I should have to spend when it comes to exploration. The process that they've chosen just arbitrarily adds things for you to do.
Fuel scooping.
And that is a conscious design choice that has been made, not something that has a logical reason for being.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Oh, yeah, I don't even remember how many bodies there were in this system. Like, there should be no discovery scanner, there should be no full spectrum system scanner, there should just be a sensor suite on your ship that automatically scans as soon as you hop into a system. It starts acquiring a list of nearby bodies. Is that? What is this? Is this a? It's an icy body. Fonticula. Okay, biological. High metal content. But unfortunately, the only high metal content body that was here is lifeless. So, like, I shouldn't have to do this. I really shouldn't have to do this. There's no logical reason for forcing us to do that, other than we're making everything manual. There's just, I can't think of a logical reason why an automated program can't do that for me. Like, my ideal way of this working will this next system that we go into, this, I'm gonna say this, like, we're hopping into the system, right? We're hopping into the system, and then as soon as we hop out of this, as soon as we hop out of the jump here, there's a progress bar that starts counting down. I don't have to press any buttons. Like, this progress bar here maybe starts going off on its own, and as soon as it's done, right, now I can come over here and start clicking on things and getting information about it. Or I can hop into the system map and use the system map a little more to find the information that I want. Like, I know this stuff is showing up here now, but that's only because somebody else has already explored it and published the information, right? But, like, this would already show up in the system. I don't have to pop a discovery scanner. It's automatic. And there's no noise or anything. It just, once the progress bar is done, you can hop into the system map and start clicking on things and say, oh, okay, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. Like, that's the way I would prefer for it to work.
Frameshift drive charging.
No stupid, or hold on. No oops. Turn off. No stupid full spectrum system, no stupid FSS minigame, no having to remember to pop the discovery scanner over and over and over and over and over again. Like, these highly repetitive tasks should just be automated. It's fine that they should take time to do. It shouldn't just be instant gratification kind of thing, but they shouldn't require manual input from me. They should just be automatic.
System scan complete. Frameshift drive charging.
All right, how many more jumps? So we're going to reach our carrier here in the next jump, so that's good. So, yeah, I know that most people are fine with the game the way it is. Like, this is my personal opinion. I think I have logical reasons for my opinions being right, and I think that the decisions that have been made don't have logical reasons for why you should have to do them manually. I think I have a stronger argument for my position, but the game is what the game is. All right. Don't need to worry about fuel scooping here, because we are just... Oh, of course it put me right on the other side of the star. Let's find the way that makes it take forever to get to where we're trying to go. So let's get our... Oh yeah, don't even have... Oop. Get ourselves hopped over here. I do believe that this... We have a few fleet carriers here. I think the Space Armada thing is happening. I think the Space Armada thing is actually happening.
Access granted. Please follow standard docking procedure,
Because
Commander.
the odds of having 4 carriers here in this system, and I know the Pizza Hut, I'm pretty sure that's one of my viewers. I remember I think it's like No Pizza, No Glory or something. I think that's your name. So I'm pretty sure, I know there's at least one person who said they were coming. I think there was another person who said they were bringing their fleet carrier too. So I think the carrier armada, at least for a while, we may actually have that happening. That's kind of cool. I think that's cool. So yeah, I think we do want to find out how much we actually made as far as money goes. So set my joystick over there. We can redo our stuff. Let's go ahead and take a second and decide which ship we're going to take out. Well, no, we can figure that out later. We can figure that out after the live stream. So yeah, let's go find out how much money we made. I'm hoping it's at least 30 million. I don't know. I mean, a lot of the, well, I don't know. Without first footfall, which I don't think we got any first footfall on any of this stuff, most of the stuff is like 1, 2, 3, 5 million credits, and we didn't really get that much in the way of scanning done this week. So I don't know. I do not know. But let's head up to our Vista Genomics. We'll sell off our data and see how much we made. Oh, and we also need to check out our stellar cartography. I don't think I can access. I should have did that while we were in the ship, but I forgot. So let's see. How much did we make from... I mean, exobiology is going to be our money maker, so...
A fellow inquisitive mind. Well, let's see what you've got for us.
Okay. We barely made enough to pay back our balance. So, I mean, a little bit more. We made a few million credits off of that, so that's good. That's good.
Anything more to share?
Let's... my goal is to... Oh, we'll head back to the ship because I need to sell off my cartographic data. My goal is to keep the carrier balance at about 500 million credits. That's where I'd like to keep it. Any other money that we make, I'll keep for myself. Keep in my personal bank account, but I'd like to keep the carrier balance at about 500 million. And the reason for that is that if for whatever reason something happens and I'm not able to play for a while, I want to have a massive balance in there to make sure we don't lose our fleet carrier. You know, something catastrophic happens. My computer dies. I don't have the money to replace my computer if it just dies on me, and it's going to take me a long time to save up the money to get it back, to get another computer back. So, you know, there's that. Just, you know, various reasons I like to have a little bit of a buffer. So, actually, we're going to Universal Cartographics. Let's sell off our page data here. So everything after the 31.5 million or million credits that we spent for paying that is just personal profit. That's good. And it's going to make us wait. I don't know why it takes so long to do this. It's a list of things that we already have. I don't know why we have to wait so long for it to give it to me. Okay, so we sell our data here. Like it's literally just a list of systems. Like it's text. It's just a text-based thing. I don't know why this has to take so long. Another 2 million. No cartographic data detected, right? All right, cool. So now we can go over to carrier management, bring our balance up to the 500 million that I want to keep in here. All right. So I think we had like 215 million in my bank account before we started this. So we made a fair bit of money. So even being kind of lazy with our exploration, as long as we're stopping, you know, as long as we're stopping regularly to grab some biological samples, especially once we get further out into the black, where we're starting to get more first footfall and stuff like that, we should be making some pretty decent bank. That's basically the idea. But anyways, yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and call that an episode. As of the publishing of this, we have a couple of hours until we are going to reposition the carrier to our next weekly destination. So be sure to come back and watch the live stream here in a couple hours for that. Click the like button to spread the video out to more people. Subscribe to the channel to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. Join the channel as a member if you'd like to get early access to perks such as if you'd like to get access to perks such as early access to videos, or you can just leave a one-time contribution in YouTube's version of a tip, which is that thanks button. So again, thank you very much for watching this episode of Elite Dangerous. Be sure to come back for the next step in our journey, and I'll see you for the next one.